My name's Dennis. I'm a retired respiratory therapist of 40 years. In my 40 years, I've seen many times where not only myself, but many of my fellow employees have also been abused and attacked, both verbally and physically. I can think of one particular incident because the hospital that I worked at was in a heavily gang territory, and we would have people come in shot from gang activity many nights. Sometimes there would be 3 to 5, and sometimes it would be 15 in one night. I remember one incident that they actually had shootings in the parking lot as they were rolling each gang member on the opposite sides to the hospital that had been injured. This one particular night, there was a gang member that had been shot in the arm, and it was a superficial wound. Once they had been bandaged up and so on, they were wheeled out to the emergency room, waiting room. About the same time this was happening, the rival gang was just now entering the waiting room. Once they saw the opposite rival gang being wheeled out, they attacked him, and in the same instance also attacked the nurse. She was hospitalized because of the beating that she received, just by the fact of just ruling out the gang member. There's been times where I have been also threatened by gang family members. I remember being in the emergency room more than one occasion, and up in intensive care where I worked a lot of the time, where either the family, the brother, the sister, the father would come and ask me about the condition of their loved one, and in the process of me explaining to what has happened and how we were about to give the treatment, they would threaten me that if anything has happened to him, if he does not make it or if he dies, I will suffer the consequences. So I better watch my back and make sure that their loved one does not die. I once also had a family member. Her mother was critically ill. I had taken care of her for weeks. She had been on the ventilator for a number of days. I had extubated her due to the doctor's order. And within 15-20 minutes, she did not tolerate being extubated, and we had to re-intubate her. The family, once finding this out, the daughter was irate and wanted to know why I had extubated her. Well, she had, been okay as far as clinically, it was okay for her to be extubated. But the daughter blamed me because she had to go back on the respirator. She threatened me physically. She threatened my job. She called my manager. She called my director. And she threatened to call the board of registered therapists to have me de-licensed my job. Wanted me fired. I see this many times, not only with myself, but with many other employees. So I'm glad that we're finally going to see if we can get something passed with the OSHA. This is very important for all of us. It's very important for us as employees and for the patients.